Well, hello, good evening, and welcome to everyone. Um, we are currently live with our patron prize draw and other announcements. Basically, it's our end of year broadcast for FRL 2022. So, we're going to be announcing a few prizes tonight for our patrons, our drivers. Um, if I just very quickly. Not okay. So, I'm joined this evening by our one and only Neil. Hello, Neil. How are we?
Good evening, Chris. I'm not so bad myself.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. It's been a bit of a kind of active night tonight as we had our PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC New Year's champagne one-off end of year prize giving races tonight. So we'll do wee announcements for that as well at some point in the broadcast. Um, Dale got the Lemon Award. Brizzle, what time is this starting? I want to win. Blah blah blah. Haha, very good lads, very good. Um, so we are going to be doing the patron. As you can see here, this is a list of all of our patrons. If we go to that screen, all of our patrons are here on the right hand side, and their names are all entered here onto the list. So what we do is we click it, it randomly spins, and what that's going to then do is land on one lucky driver, one lucky patron, and we've got three prizes up for grabs. Now the three prizes, I'll just run them through with you as well. I was reminded of these earlier on, so I'll just very quickly go back to there. And the prizes are, it's a sim race shop online coupon for €25. We have a pure sim gear online coupon as well for €25. And then we have a garage 44 online coupon for £22. Now, each one of these can be won by either PC or PlayStation patrons. So when we spin the wheel, it can land on PC or a PlayStation driver, and we'll then contact you through a DM to let you know that you've won it, and we'll go about our means of getting that prize to you. We've also had off of the PC, like I say, there was prizes for tonight's winners. Some epic racing. I don't know if you want to add a little bit to what I'm talking about, Neil. Tonight's
Uh,
race between myself and you on the first race was,
it was
I would
some of the
say,
closest racing I've had on PC.
yep, very door
Uh,
bangy, very
it,
Robbins
well,
racing.
no, yeah, door banging's probably exaggerating a little bit. It was proper door handle to door handle racing, especially through that quick sector. Obviously, because we're at Mazzano. How we never died going through there, lap after lap, I've no idea. It was hair raising at points.
It was epic. I absolutely loved every single bit of it tonight.
It was good.
20-minute feet kind of sprint race with no pit stops, and that dictated your kind of start position for the feature race on PC.
And the top
So
five in that got a weight ballast added to the race too.
they did indeed. And then on PlayStation, you had one qualifying session, which dictated your place on both races. So the first race was just a little sprint, like I say, 20 minutes, just to get you tantalised and get you up and running, get you started, and then obviously the 45-minute feature race, which seen some really, really, really crazy epic battles all over. I think James did comms for us on PC, and Darren did comms for us on PS5, and I swear these two comms guys, they wouldn't have had a second to breathe because there was battles everywhere. A grid of 27 on PlayStation 5. We had a grid of 29 on PC, and it was just at Mazzano, probably one of the most illustrious Italian venues on the roster. And wow, it was just epic, epic, epic. So I think tonight, yep, it was very good. There there wasn't even a second to breathe. There was something else about tonight. It was just so good. It was great. I'm just very quickly going to put this broadcast. Okay, close. Boom. I'm going to share it into the Discord. I'll just make sure I'm in the right channel in Discord for it. Where is it? 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 So many channels. So many channels. I'm just looking for the YouTube channel. I'll go with that one there. Share. Discord. Discord. And post. So that post is now up for everyone to get on there, get involved, and we'll go from there. There's
Chris, just do me a favour. Just do the everyone tag for it.
just do an everyone tag.
Yeah.
Everyone. This is probably going to get me shot, but here we go. The 2022
Just you don't need to put what it is.
podcast. It's going to 2,215 people, so that's very good. And hopefully we can get lots and lots of people in. So the chat is kind of went live there. It's always a bit Chris. Like, shush, Del, you're at it. Every time you say something, it's always bad towards me. That's it. Next time I see you, you're getting a glass of cold water thrown over you. So we can, without further ado, we can go ahead and we can get this patron, the prize draw, done.
Sounds like a plan.
So what I'll do is what we used to do on the podcast is we just do a wee shuffle, and what that does is just mixes the names up, give it a few shuffles. Now the first prize that's going to be drawn here is going to be for, we'll just do it in order. So the first prize is for let's have a wee look. It's called a simracingshop.de, so it's an online shop for sim racing hardware.
Nice.
It is, yes, and this is going to be for €25, and what that'll probably do if someone for the UK wins it, etc., or where you are, it'll just be converted in that sense. This is something that will get organised by Kerry. So, without further ado, we'll just do a quick wee spin and go for the prize for the first patron driver. So the Wheel of Fortune will spin and it should stop. I know you're wanting this, Woody, so... Oh, it's just past you.
Can't see it.
Supercart Ray.
Supercart Ray.
It is indeed. So Supercart Ray, you are officially the winner of the simracingshop.de €25 prize. Well done. So we'll now remove your name from the list, and that way you can't potentially win any of the other two. That'd be crazy if we spun round and it landed on him again and he won the next one.
It would definitely be a fix if that was the case.
So we'll do another few wee shuffles here and we'll get the names moving about. Now the next prize is for our Pure Sim Gear gloves and socks designed for sim racing voucher, and this is for again €25, or it'll be converted depending on where from. So click this. Let's see what patron's going to be winning this lovely prize. Is it going to be me? Is it going to be Will? Is it going to be DeGabri? It's going to be Keddy.
It's Keddy.
Well done, Keddy. So you have just won. Keddy, how did you manage that? I'm doing it on my PC and it's managed to land on your name. Come on.
And Chris, 1 second. AMR Vantage is put in the chat. I'm assuming he's on about Supercart Ray because he's just won the PS5 race as well.
Right, okay.
Definitely is nice.
No, so this is a little bit of a kind of joke. I wanted to leave his name in here just to see if he would win it, and any of the other kind of I can't believe it. Do you know what? He won your lottery and ended up putting the money back in again. So I think Keddy, we'll just send him a wee message and I'll just say, you're the winner
Keddy's won it.
of the, yes,
Keddy's won it.
there's Sim Gear voucher. I'm sure he'll be elated and over the moon. So we'll remove Keddy from the list, never to be seen again. And then our last prize, this is for, let's just very quickly go back to the prize list. This is for our Garage 44 Racing Art Prints t-shirts and teamwear. So this is a £22 online coupon to spend on their website, and they basically supply the FRL t-shirts, but they do all other sorts of merchandise as well, like kind of racing merchandise. So this voucher will go to whoever this lands on. So we do another couple of shuffles, and we click the wheel, and this is our third and final prize for Garage 44 voucher, and that goes to, oh, Renvler. It just stopped on Renvler. So our three prizes, we had Superkart Ray for the Sim Racing Shop voucher of €25, or
Nice.
converted. The Pure Sim Gear voucher went to Keddy. That's a fix all the way. And then our Garage 44 voucher has went to Renvler, so there'll be a wee contact made to all three you drivers in due course after we do the podcast, after we do this broadcast here. So, what's Keddy saying?
Congratulations to the three that won.
Hang on. Only for PC and PS Patreon members, excluding admins. So, here we go.
It goes again.
Yes. So, Keddy has just reminded me, and thanks very much for getting back to me so quickly, Keddy, that it's no admins are allowed to win this. The names are kept on there, obviously, for a wee bit of jazz, but let's do a nice shuffle to see who wins our Pure Sim Gear voucher for €25 or converted. So we'll go 3, 2, 1, and then we'll spin again. And it's going to land on, is it going to be Fresh Jinx? I think so. Well done, Fresh Jinx.
Well done.
So Fresh Jinx is the winner of our Pure Sim Gear voucher. So that means we have 3 patrons: Superkart Ray, Fresh Jinx, and Renvler. You 3 guys, you will all be contacted in very due course to get your prizes sent to you. So the 4 results there. We'll just get rid of Keddy. Oh no, that will just stay on there. Superkart Ray, Renvler, and Fresh Jinx. Excellent. So, now what we're going to go on and discuss and talk about is our driver of the year. So, over the course of the months, from January to the end of the year, we've been doing a driver of the month, and then what we've then done off the back of that is at the end of the year, we compiled a list of PC drivers and PlayStation drivers, and the vote was put up. It's been up there for about, I would say, about 18 to 19 days for all of our drivers throughout the Discord community to vote on who they thought was driver of the year. Now, the PC driver list was compiled from the guys that have won championships and series throughout the year, and our PlayStation list was compiled by all of the nominations throughout the year for driver of the day. And we've been doing a kind of driver of the month thing that gets posted up sporadically as well, in the odd month or two on the website. But this driver of the year is what everyone themselves thought who was the best for both PC and PlayStation. So what we're going to do is I'll very quickly head over and see, because those votes closed off at 10 o'clock tonight. So they're in the patron section, aren't they? This is a good opportunity for me to kind of like punt that we do have a patron incentive. So if you want to be part of that, there's a link on the patron channel and it takes you in and shows you all the three different tiers of patron contribution and what that also gets for yourself as well. So when you contribute and it helps like the running of the servers and prize giving, etc., etc. So this is all money that comes from the drivers into the Formula Racing League itself. It all gets pumped right back into the system to cover the costs of servers, prizes, all the kind of overheads, etc. that help us maintain all the races and series that we've got running just now on PC and PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. So it's always a massive thank you every single time we talk about Patreon, and it can be as little as £3 plus VAT per month, which enters you into a monthly lotto prize draw. You can get different perks. So if you pop on and have a look, best thing to do, and then you can get yourself up to speed. So there we go. The driver of the year votes are now in, and I can tell you that it's been very close on PC by a couple of the drivers, and on PlayStation very close as well actually. So we'll cover off PlayStation first, and some of the names that we've seen on there was with the likes of IR Graham or IR Bogpaper. I think he managed to get some kind of nickname. That was one of the best names on Discord. We've seen I Am Slow. He was the guy, Mr. Gorilla Thumbs himself. He drives the game on a controller. Don't know if anyone knows that or knows this. There's a few unique setups actually. There's a few guys on PC that actually drive using a mouse and keyboard.
That still frightens me.
And they're usually rapid, and their control through the corners is something else. Anyway, better control than me, and I use a bloody wheel. But it was very close, and I'll say in third place was Linkler with 5.08% of the votes. In second place was Ben Milden. Now he's Mr. Rapid himself, very consistent. Had a few kind of bad races, which kind of maybe seen him drop off just a few of the championships, but he's the man to beat. But he ended up getting 30.51% of the votes, but 40.68% of the votes went to none other than TK Drifter. Now, TK Drifter
well deserved
is a driver that you put him in anything and he shits gold. Excuse me. You put him in anything. I think he's one of the very few drivers as well that can show you what a Maserati is actually capable of.
Yeah.
And win races and win championships with it, as far as I'm aware. So that's a massive well done to TK Drifter.
Yeah, well done, mate. Yes. Well deserved as well.
Now on PC, this is a different story. Now these are the guys that have won championships. These are the guys, the likes of J.R. Hughes, Sergio Ozario, Crazies, or Dave Goodway as we know was known, Eli Poe, Matteo Nishira, etc. So all these guys are putting in the graft, and they're like elite alien status. These guys can put in some serious performances. And if we have a look at the top three, so third place with 10.61% of the votes went to Mattia Nechira, and then 19.7% of the votes went to the none other than Alex Zagdal. He's for me one of the most improved PC drivers, because he obviously started in rookies and he was kind of like just producing wins all the time, wasn't he? He was just always there. He was in the top
very
three,
quick.
top two, and then he'd get promoted, and then he's keeping it up there with the big boys at the top. But the guy at the top, the one and only, with 31.82% of the votes, was Michael Races. Michael Races himself, every time he's on track, he's probably on the PC the man to beat. He doesn't make too many mistakes, so I think a round of applause for our top three, but namely Michael Races for PC with 31.82% of the votes, and TK Drifter for PlayStation with 40.68% of the votes. So well done, guys. I'll contact you guys, and just it's when it comes to our driver of the year, it's like a wee tag you get on your name, but it's the recognition that everyone has voted for you, and that you've actually been given that particular illustrious award. So well done, guys. We'll get that sorted. And then I think the last thing we need to discuss tonight is the winners of the New Year event. So the PlayStation, we had it. So what was the minimum for PlayStation 4 again? We needed to have
17.
17 drivers on track, and for PlayStation
Yeah.
5, 25 cars on track. And I think Keddy himself has already made an announcement for the winner of PC, so we'll go with that. The winner of PC it's in the one-off announcements, isn't it? They just posted it up.
Do you want me to get it? I've got it in front of me.
Yes.
So, do you want me to do the winners of the sprint race independently?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, just got to load some grid up. So the results for the sprint race were Rob Copps in P1.
Right.
Vincenzo Senator in P2.
Right.
Zach Del P3.
Ooh.
Melka Garby in P4. And Marco Keddy in P5. So them 5 drivers will have been issued a weight ballast for the feature race.
Ah, okay.
And the feature race finished with Rob Copps in P1.
Right.
Marco Keddy P2. Alex Zachdell P3. Pierre Ferrari P4. And Edo Copps P5.
So what does the winner for the PC win get to win?
The winner for the PC gets a custom livery by the very own Keddy himself.
Oh, right. So Keddy's going to do them a nice custom livery so that they can use that.
Keddy's going to do him a nice custom livery, yeah.
Well done, excellent. Good performance. I think over 45 minutes in the feature race, with transcending into the dark, track getting cooler, tyres underperforming.
It was a great race to be involved with on the PC.
Yes.
The battle, and even at the mid and the back of the pack was intense.
Definitely. Oh yes.
I just don't like Mazzano's track limits.
They just randomly show up.
It destroyed my race too.
With that, we had we've got a guy saying, Chris, will the PS5 Taco Tuesday new league calendar be announced? So we're working on that. Will Rayner, thanks for bringing that up. Actually, we can maybe talk about that just as we're about to go off. We can just keep everyone abreast of what's happening on PlayStation. But yes, that's absolutely amazing. Well done. Now on PlayStation, we had that. We'll go through the PS4, guys. Right. So PS4 is still alive. It is. I know everybody's really surprised by that, but we do run leagues for PS4, and they were part of the New Year event. There wasn't enough people, unfortunately, for there to be a prize. Like I said, there was to be a minimum of 17 people on grid. We had 12 drivers taking part, but it's worth mentioning that in the first race, so the small sprint race, we had Tro finishing in 5th place. We had a new lad, WSC Jeremy F1, finishing in 4th. Mata Himovic, which I think's a new lad as well, in 3rd. So a couple of new faces showing up and up there with the big boys themselves. Linkler, our resident PlayStation 4 admin, who does an absolutely phenomenal and magnificent job. He's always there doing stuff and helping out and setting things up, so a massive thanks to he came in 2nd. But I think the guy he's showed up probably about 12 weeks ago, I would say, maybe more. I'll have a look at that. His name's Moggs25. He seems to be
Alien.
showing up in podium positions everywhere he goes, and he's actually in the Ferrari. He's managed to win the kind of small sprint race, the 20-minute sprint race, and he did so with 10 clear seconds over Linkler. Now Linkler's rapid, and he's up there with the likes of Will Friedman and stuff. But Will Friedman, we'll just make a wee announcement for you, has transitioned over to PS5. So all the guys in PS5, he's in trouble because Will Friedman is absolutely elite rapid. So well done to Moggs for winning the sprint race. And then the feature race, that would have been interesting. Now this is actually going to surprise you. No, I don't think it will surprise you. There was 28 laps. The winner won it by 16 clear seconds. But we'll go from 5th place. So another new lad, Hell's 666. Then Matahimovic again, and Moggs in 3rd. So Matahimovic in 4th, Moggs in 3rd. Jeremy F1 in 2nd place. And our very own Linkler won the race. So well done, Linkler. Unfortunately, there's no prize, I'm afraid, sir. But it looks like you've had a bit of an interesting race considering how close it was over the course of 45 minutes. And there would have been a pit stop in there as well, so that kind of keeps you on your toes. So well done, Linkler. Well done, well done, well done. Now in PS5, I'm sure you can see the PS5 one, Woody, can't you?
Already got them up.
Cool. Do you want to go through the sprint race winners?
Should we do top 5, 5th to 1st?
Go for it.
So we got Buddy Lee 17 in P5, Anderson 88 in P4, Vision 844 in P3.
I think he's a new guy.
The Patreon draw winner Supercart Ray in P2.
What? Fix.
And Ben Gallagher 045 in P1.
Can anyone remember Ben Gallagher? Ben Gallagher disappeared and has been away from FRL for a good, I would say, 6 months. He used to be avidly involved in pretty much everything, and now he's come back tonight and he's just shown the guys what he's capable of. And I'm very happy to see that he's actually up there and finished the race in top spot. So well done, Ben Gallagher. That was in the 20-minute sprint, so they managed 28 laps, and he only won that by 1.5 seconds.
Actually, no,
Supercart.
Chris, sorry, that was the feature race.
Oh,
sorry, the result, the ACC results got put up the opposite way to I thought.
Oh well, okay. So Ben Gallagher.
So well done to Ben Gallagher
for winning the feature race and the sprint race. Now, that's just irrelevant, but we might as well announce it anyway.
But yeah, Romario P5, Valorant P4, Watanen P3, Ben Gallagher P2, and PS Vids P1. Oh. Sorry about that, Chris.
No, that's okay. Whoever it is that posted it up never titled it, so we should have looked at the lap count.
The lap count, yeah. I just thought then 47 laps on this sprint race. 20. When you said 28 laps, I was like, on a sprint race for 20 minutes, really?
These guys are rapid. So, oh god. So PS Vids, he's a new lad as well. I think that's his very first race with us, and he's in none other than the Bentley. So he's in the Cheats car, and he ended up winning the sprint race. But Ben Gallagher, I think he's always driven an Audi. I don't know, but he's in the Evo 2 Audi. So he's not. I think he was. What was he again? He was a Bentley driver. I think he was.
Sure.
I'm sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong.
Probably.
But it's good to see the chat's quite alive. I mean, we've got lots of guys commenting on the chat here. So Dell's on there. Dell's usually holding the fort everywhere he goes. You can't get a word in edgeways with Dell. He's talking about the drift comp that everyone was doing.
That was funny.
On PC just for the warm up.
That was in that sort of the last 20 minutes of free practice, and then the practice in between the sprint server and the feature server being set up.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think it was it. Ryan was sat on the F7 cam on the exit of the last corner, and we were
Just
seeing
watching everybody doing it.
who we could get the best drift looking picture on the exit of the last corner.
Absolutely love it.
I
Love
don't
it.
actually know who won that.
No.
I might actually drop him a message in the Discord now.
Cool.
See if he gets back to us before the end.
So just a wee reminder that Superkart Ray, Renviller and Fresh Jinx, I will contact you guys, or Keddy will contact you. I don't know if he's maybe done it already. If he's watching this, he'll contact you, or I'll contact you regarding the vouchers for the three winning prizes. And then Ben Gallagher, I'll contact you as well regarding being the winner of the new, pardon me, the New Year event for PS5. And again, a massive thank you to everyone that's took part tonight, including on the PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and of course all year. It's been a very, very, I would say, exciting, exhaustive, and emotional year. We've seen so many growth spurts in arms and legs growing out everywhere, especially on PC. We've had an introduction to next level racing over and above our Pure Sim Gear, who have been, like, I would say, our kind of primary sponsor, our first ever sponsor for PlayStation and PC. And then next level racing kind of showed up, and then from there we had our Garage 44, and then obviously the Timsons thing. We now have our Sprint Timson series as well on PC. Timson gave us a nice big kind of like chunky contribution, which helped with a lot of the kind of aspects of things in the background, running things in the background and stuff. So it's onwards and upwards. I mean, 2023 can only bring more, I would say, blood, sweat, guts, and patrons and sponsors and races and leagues and one-off events. Keddy's probably sitting there right now, racking his brain, thinking what kind of one-off event we can go for next. But before we go, Woody, why
Yes.
don't we just discuss what's been happening on the PlayStation? So the PlayStation is going to be seeing very soon quite a lot of things getting put up onto SimGrid to allow
Yes.
us the opportunity
So,
to build the new leagues, new
so
series.
what we did with the last series of the late night on the PlayStation 5 was we trialed the registrations on SimGrid,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if it was it you that mentioned how quickly new drivers were coming in that we'd not seen before.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they've hung around as well, haven't they?
Aye, all these new guys have hung around. They love
Yeah.
they
So
love everything about us. They love
the
how we do our races and stuff and our setups.
the idea behind it is we're currently in the process of finalising the registrations on SimGrid.
Okay.
What we're looking at doing was, what date did we say, Chris?
So the Sunday series.
Wasn't it? Was it potentially tonight we were sending them out?
So yeah, we're going to finalise a few things tonight.
We'll finalise a few things once we finish this broadcast.
Mhm.
And what we're going to do is we're going to give the FRL drivers priority over the registration on SimGrid.
Over and above the general population.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to make the SimGrid registrations private. Now, this is going to be for the FRL Academy, which is going to be run on a Tuesday and a Wednesday.
Can I just add there? Our signature league used to be called Tackle Tuesday. It's now manifested in growing arms and legs. It's now spread over Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So what we're now doing is calling it FRL Academy, and it's going to have anywhere between 3 to 4 tiers. The first top 2 tiers will race on a Tuesday, and that'll still be called Tackle Tuesday. And then the other two tiers, 3 and 4, 4 being like an introductory level, they'll race on the same grid on Wondrous Wednesdays. And tier 1 and 2 will have their own servers, so they'll race in separate grids because the numbers are looking quite healthy for that. So I just wanted to point that out, that it's now called FRL Academy, and it's got Tackle Tuesday and Wondrous Wednesday as their two racing nights.
Yeah. And then we're going to have the. Are we doing the Thursday on the PS5 still?
So Thursday, it looks like just now we've got our late night eye. Thursday's looking possible. Tuesdays are bleak. There's still time.
Yeah. So when I put a post up a while back on the potential, because we had such an influx of drivers on the PS5 Thursday late night, we were having 6, 7, 8 reserves checked in on SimGrid.
I know, it was amazing.
And we were getting full grids most weeks. So what I put up a while back was a little post to see what the interest would be to run a late night on a Tuesday. Now we actually got 27 reactions saying they'd like that, but on the post where you put up, Chris, I don't believe there's been that many reactions, has there?
So Thursday's seen 16 reactions and 8 has Tuesday's seen 8. So what we're going to do, this is why we're kind of announcing what's happening here. We're going to transition this straight on to SimGrid so that there's value in what you're registering for. So like I say, like Woody's just said there, Neil's just said there, we're going to finalise the check-ins and the sign-ups on SimGrid, and then we'll post up the links for you to be able to go there. And on SimGrid, what you will do is follow FRL first if you've not followed them already. Then that'll allow you to click on the registration button, and on SimGrid you choose your car now.
You also have to make sure your SimGrid is linked to your Discord account that you currently use.
Yes.
Because SimGrid will then issue you the roles within the Discord.
Yeah, and then what that'll do is open up the necessary channels for yourselves for the new series going forward. Series going forward.
Yes.
Series. Is that series a word? Series?
Just series.
Series. Going forward. Series.
So yeah, they're hopefully going to go live probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, knowing me and Chris.
Aye, or 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing me, because I usually don't sleep.
But what we're going to do is we're going to hide them from the general public until a week today.
So it'll be
the Friday the 6th.
Okay.
At some point in the evening, they will be opened up to the general public.
So
who
get
aren't
in
within
there
FRL
fast.
at the minute. So you've got a week to get registered.
You hear that? How long have you got?
A week.
Now that's 7 days,
days,
plenty of time for anyone that's already involved in Discord to get in there before anyone else. It then gets opened up to the general public, and that's where things can get interesting, because there's rapid drivers out there, and I mean rapid drivers, there's rapid drivers in here, so things are going to get bigger, fatter, faster, tighter. What other kind of words can I use? That covers it off. But the exciting thing is we have FRL Academy, which will be a Tuesday and a Wednesday. Late night, which will be a Thursday now. It could be Tuesday. Numbers aren't there yet. PS4, I've been asked to put up a PS4 Arrive and Drive series. Again, that's going to be a kind of Thursday thing. It's not got the numbers yet, so we don't know how that's going to unfold, but there's still a week to go, like I said. Things can change. Yes?
Chris, are we going to put a registration up for the late night on a Tuesday?
Let's do it. Let's just put one up and see.
I think we should, because I think the numbers will pick up on it.
Well, if it's going to be opened up to the general public, blah 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 blah, then we might see more numbers. Anyway,
yeah.
Sundays, PS4, the numbers aren't good. Sundays are still going to continue as our pure Sim Gear sprint series, so it's the double header series where you do 2 30-minute sprints Very popular last season. We're now getting into season 9 with this, and PlayStation 5, we're already looking at a full grid. Um, and with PlayStation 5, what we did on season 8 was split it between Pro and Am. It's probably going to be the same setup again, but we'll have the sign ups tonight. So the exciting news is we've got races for everyone still. Races for PS4, races for PS5. Oh, I forgot to say FRL Academy. We'll have a PS4 FRL Academy. That's Taco Tuesday only for PS4, so that's a Tuesday night they'll race. And PS5 will have the 4 tiers over the Tuesday and the Wednesday. So a lot's happening. We've got a lot. We're doing a lot in the background. And
Chris,
with this,
just to stop you.
mm,
William Rain has put on the chat
yeah,
about do we need to download anything on SimGrid? No, William, you don't.
no,
Um, if you, I'll drop you a message with a link. Basically, so it's a website which sim racers use to organise events, sign up for races. If you basically search SimGrid on Google, it will more than likely be the first one you come to.
mm-hmm.
If you get on there, register. If you have any problems, just drop a message in the general chat. Tag in one of the admin tags, and someone will help you if you're stuck or having problems getting signed up.
Mm-hmm.
Chris will be there throughout the night.
Yep. So, up. Sorry, guys. Give me 5. So, that's been quite an interesting end to a very, very phenomenal and competitive year. And 2023 can only get better. So, I think if everyone's got any questions, you can contact in the main chat channel. You can basically tag at admin, or you can tag me at FRL You're Voting, or you can tag Neil, which is N Woodward. Ask questions if you get any questions at all for anything. We'll be probably here at what, 2 in the morning, 1:30, 2 in the morning. I don't know.
Probably.
Just getting things done. We've got a few of the things already set up in SimGrid, so things will start kind of growing and getting kind of set up. But it's been a great year. Um, I've seen, pardon me, myself getting, oh, excuse me, that little bit better at the game. I've seen some phenomenal drivers come in and shown what their worth is. Woody has, I'll give you a special mention tonight. You've astronomically increased your pace by, I don't know, 30%, 40%.
Since I joined the PC, yeah.
Aye, PlayStation,
The
you were
bit
duff.
the big one was the getting the load cell pedals.
Mm.
That was a big one.
And what else have you got coming, Woody? Eh? Not that I'm
Nothing.
jealous or anything.
Nothing.
Lying.
It'll
Liar.
land in 1, 2, 3, 3.5, well, 3, 4 days. Getting my new direct drive, my first direct drive wheel, going from a Logitech G29, so that's going to be a big increase.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm going to try and pick something easy to drive for next series.
You know you're always going off track, right? You know what it's like. You're so volatile, it's ridiculous. But
and we're going to have no wrists left after my first
yes,
race.
let go of your steering wheel. I think a lot of guys have got this. They hold on to the steering wheel and it can hurt your wrists. So
be alright.
yeah.
Excuse to have off work.
So, parting note.
I was going to say, I think that pretty much wraps it up, doesn't it?
It does. FormulaRacingLeague.co.uk is our website. If you've got anything you want to kind of like catch up on, have a look on there and see how lovely Will Friedman has set that up. SimGrid, we are the largest followed sim racing platform on SimGrid. Can we just point that out?
1 second. So, sorry, William, just to answer your question, I've got the Mazda R5 coming.
Yeah. He's been spending a little bit of money on himself.
With a nice new wheel.
Yes. So, you're the guinea pig. I want you to obviously let me know what it's like, because if it's good, I'm going to be breaking the bank.
Well, if the Mazda SRP pedals are anything to go by,
the wheel will
I'm
be something
hoping
else.
I'm hoping it's going to improve my pace like the pedals have.
Cool.
I'll actually be able to feel what the car's doing before I see what it's doing.
Yes.
So
So
on that note, I'm going
yes.
to wish the next 3 days away. But I think the only thing we've left got to say now is everyone have a happy new year.
Yeah, have a happy new
And
year. Hope everyone had a good festive time. Uh, hope Santa was good to you. I know I got whiskey and sim racing socks and sim racing gloves, so I'm happy
nice.
with that. But that's been your Formula Racing League patron prize draw and your FRL 2022 end of year broadcast.
Been
Um,
a chore, Chris.
it's what is it I always say to you? It's
Oh,
always a
always a
chore,
chore,
never a
never a
pleasure.
pleasure. I'll remember that when I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning helping you with things.
Yes, I love you, Billy. Right, guys, thanks for
No, it's been
watching,
good.
thanks
Have
for
a good one,
comments, and we'll speak
and
to you all soon.
we'll see you in 2023.
Bye, guys.